Year after year, students find themselves victims to drug and alcohol abuse. Why? Why do teenagers find the need to poison their bodies with drugs and alcohol? In our AP Statistics final, we plan on finding the variables that affect teenage drug use.
In this project, we are attempting to discover what variables are linked to teenage drug and alcohol use. Our population of interest is all teenagers. Although we are only sampling students from Kahila Joyce High School, we believe that this sample will be representative of all teenagers in high school. We are going to be using 7 students from each grade, and each student will have a number, and we will use a random number generator. To eliminate bias, these students will take the survey on their own without anyone looking at their answers.
The following chart shows drug use by grade level. As you can see, there's a clear association between grade level and drug use. In the freshman class, every single student sampled rated their drug use between 1 through 3, whereas some students in the sophomore class rated their drug use between 4 through 7. In the junior class, there were a few students that even rated their drug use as 8 through 10, and in the senior class, the majority of the class rated their drug use above 3. This shows a clear association between grade level and drug use.
After sampling all the students, we found out that mostly juniors and seniors are the one that frequently do drugs. We then decided to do a confidence interval of 95%. The actual proportion of seniors that do drugs in high school is between 12 and 45%, while for juniors it's between 1.4% and 27%. Obviously, there is a big gap. This is due to the fact that we only sampled a couple students.
7 students per grade.
7 students per grade. Yes, thank you, David. But this still shows a clear trend between the grade level and the drug usage.
This graph shows drug and alcohol use by GPA. The red dots show the line of best fit, whereas the blue dots represent the actual data. This is a residual plot of the data showed in the previous graph. Since there is no trend in this data, you can assume that the line of best fit accurately depicts the trend of this data, right?
No.
A linear regression t-test and found a p-value of 0.3.
This means there's a 30% chance of observing this slope for line of best fit when the actual slope is 0.
Wowee, Ben, what does that mean?
Well, David, that means that there is no association between your GPA and the drug usage.
That means we must reject the null hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
And that's why stats is cool.